Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now, if your screen is black, everything is fine. I wanted to start game from the very beginning. And now it's on. Alright. So, let's assume that even if you first time start up the game or just start at general, and so I want to focus on the very basics. So here we have the settings, and I said reset all to default value. So I already cannot close it with a right click, but this is how the game starts usually. So you go to settings and go to expert. Easy fix, right? You type in 80, no, 90. And here is the one thing that we should turn on, that trains cannot turn 90 degree. Later on the game I will explain how and why is it important. Another thing is, in my opinion, is quite mandatory, but it's not. It's just my view on the game, that breakdowns, okay, that should be turned off. And one more thing for my convenience is the right click. Close Windows, right click on, and we can close this, right? If you go to the new GRFs, we can remove everything, and I need so with this I am able to highlight the things I want to show you. That's all we need. So this is normal. Everything is by default. I guess we can go with English names, and for the sake of testing other things as well, I can change the date for a later one. And because of that, I need one more settings, that this one, and we can use the airport as well, so they don't expire, meaning I can show you. Okay, and we are ready to generate. So here is our beautiful map. I guess we can listen to some music. No, probably this loud is good enough. So, everybody, welcome to the game. If you are not sure what to do as a first step, I can show you. Let's say you are looking for something to transport, right? The best way to start transport anything is passengers, because the most easy and simple thing to do. Let's say you are looking for a place to start the business. So open the railways. If you start in 35 or 1950, so clean, poor and below, these are the add-ons I will use, high range cat, and the rest is by default. Now if you start in 50, you only have railway, the rest is grayed out, so we use that. By default the catchment area is on, and the maximum train length is 7. That's why you cannot build by default longer stations than 7. We need this orientation, and we want 2 tracks. So you just simply put it down here with a simple click. And right from the get-go, Here is an advanced technique. You find a nice place in the city, hold down Control and click to place the station, and then you click on the existing station or whichever you want, and this will extend the what is it, blue square area, which is the coverage. You can turn it off, turn it on, doesn't matter. Now you go back to the railways, press the A button and drag, hold and drag, so it will build the tracks. You make a simple cross, then go to signals, select this one, it's called one-way path signal, and click and place it down. Now click again and it will swap, and click one here and halfway down. Okay, you can place down a depot. You also have to watch for the orientation of it. I guess we can have a little bit more music, right? Hit the escape button and click on the depot, click on new vehicles, scroll down to, I don't know, maybe let's say the W, buy, then scroll down further. You can scroll with the mouse and click on carriage and buy. Now you see there is a little number with black. This is what shows you how long the train is. So click the buy button until you reach 7. Okay, you can close this window, you can close this window and open the yellow button and click on this station, click on the name of the station and say full load, and then you can let it go. Now it says that it has too few orders, but of course it does have few orders because we haven't built the other station. I decided to use that station. So again, click on the station, hash, and we need a good place for this one. There is not really a good place, so I don't know, we can just use this city instead. And again, press the button A, that is the shortcut for the auto tool, drag and hold the click and you have your setup here. Okay, now if you go to this, I will walk over this anyway, so you can just hold Control, click with the clone, and you have the second train, and you tell them to go there, tell them to full load and skip, so it will start here. You can close these windows, and now there is only one task left for the first successful train, is to connect these two. So you just, okay, D is for the demolition, so you just simply build out the tracks and yeah, okay, we need to borrow some money. Hold Control, click on the borrow, and it will buy out all your available loan at once. That's much easier. And you just build the tracks. Simple, straight, nothing fancy. And yes, it is absolutely worth it to build double tracks. Okay, back A again. And we can continue to meet with these guys. Something like so. So the trains now can travel between the two stations. However, we need more signals on the tracks because of this. So you click on the signal and you see this number. You can change it, but it's best to leave it on 2. Now we have one signal that is already done, so you hold control, click on that signal and drag a little bit like so, you see, and release. So this will place automatically signals all the way to the next junction. Now you say, where is the junction? The junction is here. This is considered a junction, even though it's only a depot. And we can do the same, hold control, drag, and it will place all the way back until the depot. So we have our first line, and even this absolutely horrendous and stupid line will make you money. Now we should do the same trick with the bus stops, because otherwise it will fill up really slowly. So can I go this far? Hold control, click on the spot you want, and voila, it is connected over there. And maybe even we can do another one over here, and that's it. It will be fine. We can make this train to skip. So while this loading up, it will come here and load up over there. So that's the basic setup for any train network actually. About signals, these two are identical in function. The only thing is, this one looks stupid in my opinion, but it's about you how to use this, except if you want somebody to help you out, probably they will know how these signals look and work, and less likely to recognize the other one. So this is a very simple and very basic thing. It will make you money. Now we can add more cities to this, because that's the point of the game, to connect more and more stuff. So we pick our station, and this is a nice place because it'll reach most of the city. So probably we don't even need to do the bus stop trick. So press A, build the cross, have a signals, and you can just clone, go here, click on that one, close this, and come here, and F to delete orders. So you hold control, click on the station, and if you do that, it will automatically select the full load option as well, and you can let it go. Maybe even you can tell them to go here afterwards, so the game doesn't tell you that the train has too few orders. Okay, and now while it is loading, because it will take a while, so you have this time to build some tracks that the train can travel on. So there is a big hill, so it's better to come around. And you can just place down, small patches of tracks, and then you can connect them together. Yeah, we can come here and make a turn here and connect. Now you see there is a little bit left. You can either use the remove button or simply hold Control, and it will allow you to remove the unwanted bits. So we press S for signals, although I will talk about the shortcuts anyway. Hold Control, drag, hold Control and drag, and it will place signals all the way. Now here comes the question how to connect these two tracks together in a functional way. Well, I have seen many times, I don't need this, that people do this kind of connection, which is functioning but nothing else. It's basically considered a really bad one. Instead of that, you can do just fine. So we build back what we had there, and since this train only wants to come to this station, you can make a diagonal here, remove that bit and connect over there. Actually, this one, the one that goes through, hold Control and remove 4 times, press B for bridge and build a bridge. Okay, and this one connects into here. We add back the signals on the missing part and over here, and now it's connected and the train is not lost anymore. Okay, and you see this is still waiting to be loaded up, and you have a pretty and functioning good connection over this place. So this is how you expand the network. However, the first line that I built is basically atrocious for many reasons. First of all, it has sharp turns like this one. I can do the highlight now. So this is considered a sharp turn. This is also considered a sharp turn. Not to mention this one. This is okay. This is just an unnecessary climbing, and the rest is mostly fine. So how can you fix that? Well, you bomb down whatever you have, and you have the landscaping, which is the E button, and let's say you extend this one, and on the railway select the tunnel and build 2 tunnels. Easy. It looks better. Functionally nothing wrong with this. We will talk about later the advanced versions of it, but for now this is absolutely fine. So how can you fix the sharp turners? I swear I can speak. So how can you fix the sharp turns? Well, just use this. It's nothing extra. it makes the thing simple. Add back the signals like click, control and drag, and same goes for this one. And holding control removes the unwanted tracks. You add back the signals and done. You have now a nice neat turn. And the same goes over here. Maybe we should remove a little bit of this, and of course we're gonna remove these bits, even that. Let me see, where does it end? Yeah, so we need a little wiggle here. I reckon 3 tiles is good enough. Yes, so we can remove this one, remove this one, and then we are missing something. So you just build this, and if you consider what we have done here, trains come from this way. So it can easily enter this way or enter this way to the station, and the same for the exit. It can come out this way and come out on this way. We just need to give back them the signals, and that's it. It's a little awkward to give this design as a depot, but you can do that. Place it down here, and then that bit needs to be there, so both platform can use the depot if needed. Now, since we have breakdowns off, you want to use the depot only if you upgrade the trains. I show you how to do that. So here is the train ledger, and there is manage list, and you're managing the selected groups. Now we don't have any groups because we just started, but a new train came out. So you click on this, and there is replace vehicles, and it shows you on this side what vehicles you have in the given category, like train, buses, aircrafts, etc. And here are the available trains. Now the maglev and monorail are here just because of the poor extension, otherwise there would be only up to the Asia Star. So let's say we want to change it to the SH30 because that's the next one. This is half a tile long, and this is also. So you have nothing to do, just click replace vehicle and close that, and the game will automatically change it for you. And the one reason when they don't change it, if you don't have enough money. So let's speed up a little bit this game, and we can in the meantime watch our trains. I'm curious when they got replaced. And they're loading quite slowly just yet in the beginning. What? Maybe because it is why I can speak, I swear. So maybe because we have loan yet. So, but you see it's going up. So let's cheat a little bit of money and repay the loan. So maybe now you don't have to cheat the money. I'm just impatient. Why is it not? Oh, I know why. You see, that's basic problem on my part. This is a railway depot, and in order to replace for an electric train, you need to convert your trucks to electric. So now they can replace. Now you can do it like I do, but there is a chance that you're gonna miss a part. So what you can do instead is come to the corner, press V by default, and go to the other corner and electrified railway, put it there, drag it all the way to this, and everything is converted to electrified, and now they're gonna replace themselves. I believe. So there is the first one, it is already replaced, and the second one and the third one will come soon as well. So that's all good, right? Okay. Now we can now repay the cheat. So we are back to our original money, but it's gonna be fine. So this is the basic stuff. Oh, here is tell you that the train failed to replace because not enough money, but due time it will be fine. Okay. So that's for the basic introduction for the trains. So let's talk about ships, shall we? Ships are one of the easiest things to do. You grab this tool, build a dock, and put it down here. And grab another and place it down there. So this is a distance that basically the ships can find their way to there on their own. So we need a ship depot, and just in case we build a buoy there, so there is no chance that they get lost. Buy the new ship. You can close this one, and you also need to give them orders with the yellow arrow. So just click on that one, click on the buoy, click on the other dock, and on the way back you need to give them the buoy option again, and so you can let it go, and it is done. There are certain ways and situations where you want to go on the land with the ships. Let's say you want to grab this nice forest here. So first of all, you need to have a dock to reach it. You can either do this, and as you can see, it is within the coverage, so it will do what you designed for it. But they cannot travel through this sloped river tiles, and that's when this tool comes in handy. What's the name of it? Lock. Okay, so you can build a lock, let's say like something like this. If you need, you can do two as well. And then maybe we have a place to bring the woods into. I don't really see. I mean, there is one, but it's right on the hilltop, so not that good. But the orders work the same. Generally, if you have a L-shaped thing, it's advisable to have a buoy before the locks or after it, but the dock is really close to the locks, so it's fine. and then you dot all the way to the sawmill and place a dock there, and don't forget to make the returning journey also with the dots. Now there is one thing that you can replace, like here we have these orders, right? Okay, you can do one trick, that remove this and replace it with a dock or a depot, and once the buoy sign is disappearing, these orders will go red and saying that it's not working as intended. So you can basically redo the orders and tell them to go there, to the docks, to the other this is not a dock, this is a ship depot, and go back to the ship depot, and they can use it as a waypoint, such as the buoys they can use. But the difference is that if you have main breakdowns on, then this is a nice way to avoid ships breaking down on the route. And another big difference is that the depots can be reached from two sides, the buoy can reach from all kind of directions, but now we don't need that here. So this is the most important things. There is one more tool here that we haven't, two more. This number one is just placing down extra tiles of water that the ship can travel, and this is a viaduct. It works like this. So you can, let's say you can come under with a track and the ship can travel above, but there is no tunnel for ships. So that's that. Okay, let's talk about aircrafts, because that's another easy thing. So I made the game so that all of them is available, but usually if you start in the 1930s, 40s, this is the airport that is available, and it's terrible, I have to tell you. So you can find a nice place like this and place down the airport, and you don't have to connect anything, and in this regard it's quite easy. And generally you have this, and these three aircrafts available, and they are pretty bad. Not only that they are slower than the, I say, average speed of the aircraft, but also has low capacity, and passengers and miles will piling up on the airports because you cannot have enough them to take it away. Also, this is such a small one, only 2 aircrafts can load at the same time, maybe 3, and there is only one runway which is small and short, and so big planes tend to crash on it, even though small planes tend to crash on it. There is a settings for plane, yes, number of plane crashes, so normal, reduced and none. But it says that large airplanes will have a risk of crashing when landing on small airports. This is considered a small one, so not really good. So the next one you get is the city airport, which is significantly larger, but not really better. Here is why. You see these white dashed squares? This means this is the loading square. So it is not better, it's just bigger. It has one runway, so only one plane can take off or land at the same time, and the planes are really slow moving around these. I can show you basically. So this is one of the earliest planes you can buy. I can just tell them to full load there, and given the fact I'm not very rich, I can tell them to go there, right? So I just tell them to go to the hangar and back. So they are not really fast moving, and when you need hundreds of mails and passengers to take away, and this can carry 65 and 8, it's not really enough. So the throughput is pretty bad, and it doesn't get any better later either. Let me just cheat back the money so I don't have to worry about it. So at the later stage of the game, after somewhere 2000, this is the best you can get. Now it seems that it has 8 loading space, that's right, and 4 runways. But in practice, it's not really... I never seen 4 aircrafts taking off and landing at the same time. At best it is 2. So I don't know if it's a programming bug or something like that. The point is not really worth it to do that. And that's all you need to know about aircrafts actually. And the one thing that when they land, they usually go to the hangar first and then make money, or maybe it's because of the breakdance off. So that's one thing. But if you have breakdance, they will always visit the hangars first, make them even more slower. Okay, so I guess the only thing left is the buses, and man, I have a big beef with road vehicles, to be honest. But let's talk about one aspect of the road vehicles that is actually good, and that's to grow cities. You open the road menu, select one of these, I reckon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this station considered as 5. They need a depot as every other thing, and here you can buy, I don't know, whatever, doesn't really matter. You can close it. You will not need more than one, and you give the order to go there, to go there, to go there, to go there, and back. The way back is not necessary, and you let it go. And that's all you need on temperate land to grow the city. This will provide maximum growth. You can add more, but this bus probably will run with loss, because, or around equal. I mean, the running cost is £600 per year, so I don't think it will make that much money in 1 year. Yeah, last year it made 224 and cost me 600. I don't know what it's gonna be happening this year, but I don't think it will be more than that. It's not the point. The point is that the city will grow at maximum speed. The only way you can increase this is go to the local authority, and here, oh shit, and here you can select fund new building. Now this is quite expensive usually, so at least for early game. So what you can do is, if you don't have enough money for that, it will be grayed out like the bribe. But I don't need to bribe them because I'm outstanding. But you fund new building, it will spend, and for 1 or 2 months, I don't recall exactly, it will around double the speed that the city is growing with. So there is nothing more trick or tips about this. This is how you can grow a city. Wait. Oh, I screwed up. Hello, me too. Oh, the trees, yes. Yes, I will talk about the trees in a moment. I just noticed I screwed up something here, because you need 5 stations, and I placed down 5, but it somehow got connected to the train station. So we can just get rid of these orders and redo 1, 2, 3, 4, and back, doesn't matter. So that's that. Now, yes, I forgot to mention my settings for the transparency is this tailored to my taste, but you press Alt and X together and it will bring up the transparency option. Also, you can find it here, and this is the same. So I have I have this enabled because I don't like to see the extra catenaries on the tracks, because this is, I believe, just confusing for me at least, so I don't like that. And also I hate trees, simply because, let's say I'm coming from here. Yeah, I'm getting there. I don't really see where is the end of this track. I know right now that it's here, but I don't really see where it is. So I turn off the trees and I can see what I do. Now, trees are really important about the local authority, and the local authority can deny you access to building stations near them if you screw them up, and it's basically regardless which difficulty setting you are playing on, they will hate you no matter what. You see, let's say I cleared a little area for my new station, just imagine, and this is not a big place for a new station, and I'm already appalling in their eyes. Now, you have to be careful how to manage it. Of course, you can bribe the local authority, but this is really a lot of money, and I used to think about twice before I do that, even if I have millions in the bank, because that's not good. Now, oh, sorry, back to this screen, just you can see my thing. So here is the zone button. You see, even though it's not that big of a city, it has quite a reach. So if I, let's say, demolish this here, they will hate me for that, right? But there is one simple way to make them love you, and this is sorry, I need this one. This is the trees. Just press this button. It doesn't really matter what kind of trees you are planting, but if you are planting trees, they will like you. Looks like I need a little bit more. Okay, let's use this. So I'm back to very poor, and now I'm poor, and if I plant more, I'm getting up until good. However, you have to be really careful about this, because if you do a little one, and especially when you are tight on money, usually in early games, this can cost some hefty sums, like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50k in pounds. So what you can do is you can always remove more trees and don't bomb the farmland, just the normal trees. So when you are appalling, there is nothing you can do about it. But as you could see, you need quite a number of trees to be good. So bomb as much as you can surrounding the area and in the zone, and then one confident swoop, you do that and you are good. Another big tip in this regard, let me remove that again. So they will not get mad when you mess around after you won't done this. So they will not hate you better than before. So now you can actually manage this. You can place down the place for the station you wanted. Say even, you know, build the tracks you want to use at the beginning, and then place back the trees, and now you can slap down your station. And this is to preserve the good standing with the city. So if you bomb the area, put back the trees, and then put down the station twice, and then start messing with the tracks, you can fall back to appalling, and then you cannot do the, let's say, the cheesy trick to extend the coverage of your station. So use a little bit of your brain and do this, and after you are done with messing around, you can remove these landmarks, and you have a nice station and you have a happy city. So that's the easiest way. Now I've seen many people doing like they want a station here, and then, oh no, that's not the best location, I need here, and so I can flip that, and they mess around that much that, or you need to extend it, but first you build the tracks, so the city now hates you. Yep, exactly. And then they start, you know, planting trees like this, and they wondering why they don't like you. It's because, you see, it's still appalling, because you need to consider the city's zone, this one here, and then you can do the trees, and now you are good with them. So that's about the local authority. It's basically a pretty pointless thing, because you can get around it. You can do the trees trick every time. Like, I'm just gonna show you real quick. So you are now appalling. Go back with the trees. You're good. Bomb that again. You're appalling. back to trees, and you are good. Back to bombing, and you are appalling. Back to trees, and you get good again. So you can do it infinitely. It means with a little extra cash on hand, you can build whatever you want. So I guess this is quite comprehensive analysis of the local authority that we need to mention. Now, a little bit about how I play. First of all, we need to fix this, because on this sharp corner the train's gonna slow down no matter what. Where are you? Wait, are you going there? Yes. Okay, if you press stop, this will speed up, like if you would, you see, 88 kilometers per hour. It's almost like a depot speed. And then when he left the curve, then they can speed up, and over here they can maintain their maximum speed. So if you have more trains, and then you need to have them maintaining their speed. Why are you using that type of signal? Okay, so let's talk about signals. Here is the example tracks. So you press the S button for signals, place down one, hold Control, clone it, or copy it all over the track, right? Easy. Okay, so how does signals work? Okay. I'm just trying to make an example here. So let's say you have something like this. The signal looks behind itself and sees everything that is between other signals. So let me highlight it. So it sees this one, this one, this one, this one, and that. Go away. So it sees everything here behind it, regardless what signals are we talking about. Every type of signal. Watch this as one block. By the way, this is another block, this is another block, and this and this and this and this. Okay, maybe not this one, but so whenever between two signals, regardless of how many tracks are in between the signals. Now, why use one-way path signals? It's really simple. Let me redo this, because when we have a train, no, not you. Let's say we have a train. This train cannot come back on this line, only can go forward. So if you have a track that can only go in one way, then there is no confusion. As you can see here, they can only go this way, and until this point they have no choice. That's why we are using mostly one-way path signals, because they have no options to do anything else, just to go one way. And from here we need to have an option for them to reach both platforms. Now, if I were, yeah, I forgot. If I were remove this and go to the settings, go to signals, and wait, where is it? And I say available all and do all, and then I go to signal, then I have all the original signals. So if I have a block signal here, a trains come in and goes into the station, and until the point that this train doesn't leave this signal, this block signal will let nobody in there, regardless of what it wanna do. So path signals will allow your trains to safely navigate into the second platform if one train is loading there already. Because it's looking for a path and not only looking for a block if it's free or not. That's what the single block signal do. It will looking forward to the track and see if the next block is free or not. The path signal looking forward, and you see it cannot go back on this train. You just stop for now, we will use you later. And it will look forward and see if there is a free path. That's the main difference between them. Now you might have noticed that there is a few more other signals like entry, exit and combo. These are basically not to use, especially not for beginners. This is the only way you need them is when you are doing priority merges. So imagine that you have a line coming from here, you have a line coming from here, and they all go towards this direction. But you want that this line should have a priority over this line. So in this case you build here an entry signal. How was it? A combo signal there and an exit signal there, right? And so whenever a train reaches this point, this will turn red, and whoever is on this segment have to wait until this train leaving that signal. And there are some other variations where you can use this, mostly in overflows. The simple and easy overflow is where is my station? Like here, when you have what we said, 7 long trains. So but for that you need to rebuild basically everything. So you have exit signals there, then you have a block cross, I mean, and then I don't know, is it long enough? See, maybe. So you have a depot here and the block signal there. So something like this, and a block signal there. So in this case, the trains, I didn't want it to change you. Trains coming here, looking forward to exit this line, and they can see exit here, exit here. Now if this one is in the station, you see it's red, this is green, so the next one will come in here, and the third one is coming from here and sees this is red, this is red, this is the only way I can go. So it will come here, fill up this line, and then turn back because this is the end of the line. And see, this is a block signal, so I can't go away, and this way it goes into the depot and then waits there until one of these are free. So this is the simple version of the overflow. I don't know the complicated version yet, but working on it. and basically these are the instances that you ever want to use these kind of signals. Never ever anywhere else. So that's the fact. Okay, can you go to the depot, please? So let's get rid of this guy. A few things about depots, by the way, now that we are mentioning it. So there is this, oh come on, there is the simple version when you just rotate the orientation and place it down, and let's not show bad example. So you have your line and you slap down the depot. So this is one way to do it, but this is the worst way. The second way is when you using another line next to the your existing line that you use the depot on, and you slap it down here, and as usual put back the signals. Now some may tell you that you don't need signals here and there. I argue with them. So imagine this, here comes a train on this line, right? Now let's say I give the orders to change them to the newer version of the trains. So this will sees the depot come in, because hey, I can change here, I need to do that, so I can go on my way. Now if I don't have signals here, then the next train comes after it and sees, hey, I need a depot here. So it will wait here until the train comes in and are swallowed by the depot. And everybody behind it are also hold back. So that's why I believe that it's important to have signals on both ends of this spectrum. Now you can make it a tiny bit better if you double up the depots like this. You can remove this bit, because it will just cause, if a train is lost and gets into a depot and you have this in, this train can ping pong back and forth between the two depot because it is lost. At least this way it won't be lost and won't be holding back the rest of the trains. Now you can remove this bit as well, and it makes a little bit better, because if a train for some reason stuck on this line, the other train behind it can use this as a bypass, but we don't want that. So in this way they can still use this as a bypass, but only if they go into the depot and out of the depot, which generally slows them down, and the train's looking at this as a penalty on the way when they're designing their pass. So they're trying to avoid it and rather wait here for this train to move than go in this way, and that's what we want. But if let's say for the example I used before, if we say them to change to this one, but because it is a longer, this is 1 tile long engine and this is a half tile long engine, we need to have this wagon removal on and tell them to do it, and then they will all come in and comes in and then try to exit this way, and the next behind it comes in, goes into this depot and then comes out. In the meantime the third behind comes in, use this depot, and so on. So this is a little bit more efficient. There is not really much option to do about it. I made a 3 parallel line station. I try to do all 3 lines to be able to take trains in entry and exit on all lines, and be able to jump tracks. Is it this? Yeah, so if you don't, if you're not careful, there can be problems occurring. So let's talk about stations, right? So yeah, please, I don't need trees. Where is a nice place I can draw? Okay, so stations. Most basic station ever, which is good for 99% of times, is the basic one, right? Now sometimes it is just simply not enough. So what you do, you said I want 3 tracks, right? So same story here. There is you have 2 lines. So what you can do, so either you can do this, but this will not be much better than that station, to be honest. The other option is you do what Cyber used to do, that he orients the lines this way, and says, okay, I want them to come in on this line, and I want them to exit on these 2 lines. So you make this 7 long and then go through there, right? And bridge over. Okay, come on, bridge over, please. So you can remove this. This was just for demonstration. And you put lines here, and then it works like this. I can flood, right? So here is the example. Let me clone one of these trains. So I tell them to go there and go back to the depot, right? So just to demonstrate, fast forward a little bit. So they are going in, going out, going in, going out, but they don't really stay there too much. So wait, just give me a moment. I will fix it to make it better. Okay. Now they cannot reach the depot, but it's fine. Yeah, just a moment. Oh. So, in this scenario, the trains come here and sees that this platform empty, and this is not yet, but it will be empty by the time. So you can decide where to go. And in the meantime, these guys can come out and wait on this line because it's long enough. So this is a little bit more better than this one, and not better. And this is the worst, basically, from the 3. Yes, and if you build hundreds of these, then it will be very simple for you to. Okay, now what if if I need to push a little bit further this station, just a little bit. You can do this kind of signal. This is a two-way path signal or just simple path, and put it there backwards. It means that this is a slightly small penalty for the trains to take this middle path. It means that, why do you want even to try that? It means that they will mostly avoid. Ah, this is stupid. Yes, because you want to penalize that they shouldn't not use this only in case of emergency, let's say. So they will mostly use the outer lines, which is leaving free space for the incoming trains. So this is going out if it wouldn't be so stupid. And yeah, it's probably because of this horrible turn, but never mind it. The point is that they... No, this is not an overflow. This is a small pathfinding penalty to encourage the trains to mostly use the outer tracks, because then it's easier them to get out. I don't know what's the problem with them, really. Maybe there is one too much train on the line. So I will let this one reach the depot and never come out. Like so. Okay, so now they are moving out as intended and whatnot. The overflow was what I showed you here. This is basically an overflow. If I turn on Magic Bulldozer for a moment, so this is 7 long. You put a Pathfinder trap here, so just to more likely that they will use this, and this is a block signal, this is exit signal, and this is a block signal as well, and you don't need anything else. If we... Oh, come on with this. I'll show you. I clone a few more trains of this and you will see how does it work. Why? Wait a second. Why do you not working? Okay. No, the middle station is just a penalized platform, nothing special. Okay, I don't know what's your problem. Go there for a moment, please. I don't understand what. Do you know what? Never mind. Not important. Overflow is basically, where was it? Basically, this is an overflow as well. If you remove this part and put it in before the station, it will also, yeah, probably the signals. The point is not important. Just stay to the depot and sell. Okay. Oh, hi, Gaji. No, that's a block signal, and it should be a block signal, but. Yeah, so I'm not that pro with overflow things. I have to be honest about it. No, not entry. Okay, what else? Let me quickly check my notes, right? So we talked about basics, signals. Oh, we were at stations. I remember now. Okay, so back to stations. So we are all talking about terminus stations here, right? So the next one is the 4. And yes, I'm doing it. And here is the same story. You have the 2 incoming lines, make a cross, another 2 incoming lines, make it cross. Now, you remove this bit, build a tunnel or a bridge, and go under. And here is your incoming line. So this way the trains can reach all platforms. And 7 long, and then so this is a train length. If your trains are 20, then this is a 20 long section, and so is this a 20 long section. If your trains are 3, you can get away with merging right after the bridge. So you put a signal there, and on the lines, and that's it. You don't need to add anything to it, and it's working perfectly fine. I'm using it all the time. It's absolutely fantastic, works like a charm. Now there is the 6 platform version of this. So 6 by 7. Yes, good question. So imagine this is a busy like that one. I want, if 2 trains coming out at the same time, I want one to wait here and I want the other one to wait there, not blocking this cross, right? Because if they stuck here in the middle, like stuck like this train, then if this 2 platform is busy, he cannot get in there, right? So if they have enough space here to wait, then they will not block the junction. Also, you don't need signals here on these tracks, this one and this one, because imagine you have, oh, I paused again. So imagine you have signals here. So there can be a situation when a train stuck on this line, right here where my 7 length is. This train sees that this path is free, so he wanna go out, and he goes out and gonna stuck halfway and blocking the crossing, because the other train is on the way and can go out. Meanwhile, if you have only after train length that signals, then they will patiently be in the station and waiting to come out and will not block the cross, because that's how you make this efficient, that you have the crosses cleared out all the time. Now I guess this is answering your question. Now back to the 6 platform. It is very simple to that, similar to the other one. You need all this. Just make a third one and have this one come out, join here, and the second batch of platform also join there, and you have your signals here. And then you do bridge over here, and you do the same counting again. So this is 8. So the 7 would be here, but you can't have signals on the bridges, so you put it there. Okay, this one, 7 here, signal after 7. 7 here, this is 8, signal there, and then you can merge them. Now as you can see, this looks a little bit stupid, so you extend it and you can just drag and clone signals there. It's fine. Oops. And signals all over the place, and you have your station 6 platform long. Now one thing to know about trains and tracks. One pair of lane, so one way there, one way back, cannot handle more than 6 platforms. So it's not worth to build wider stations. You can do the 4-track version twice and have 2 more in and outgoing line for that. I meant to ask why the 4-train system is merged to 2 lines instead of the 4 lines all the way. What do you mean 4 lines all the way? 6 to 6 and 3 to 3. I don't really understand. There is one incoming lane and you split it 1, 2 and 3, and on the way back this is 1, 2, 3 merged together. This is the ID. You can do different ways. No, it doesn't. There is one lane incoming and one lane outgoing. If you want to do more than 6 platforms, then you need 2 in and 2 out, like so. But for 6 platform, you are good to go with 1 incoming lane and 1 outgoing. So that's that. Okay, so but these are is the sufficient for high level traffic? Yes. Yes. We will later today we're gonna do throughput tests. Okay, but these are all basically end station alias terminuses. So let's look at some RoRo stations, right? Can you all just go to depot? Oh, that works as well. Okay, so we can start again, it's clear. Delete this one, I don't need them anymore. So, new station. Let's go back with the 2, right? So, imagine that the next one is RoRo. It means that on one side we come in and the other side we go out. Simple as that. Works perfectly fine if this one suits your situation. There is one signal you need and then split the line into enough number of platforms. Same here, every platform need a signal here before anything else, so the path signal can divide the station into multiple platforms. If you don't have signals here, then one train gonna come in and will fill up the station, and another train will not come into it, because as I said, from signal to signal it is watching the whole thing together. That's why you need to split them, so now it can differentiate the two platforms from each other, and you don't get any simpler than that. Okay, now let's look at the 3 version. So what you do is this very same story here. You split the line, have a space on the exit side for a signal, place down the signals, and there you go. It just holds a little bit more train than the 2 version. So as Harry said, there are 3 actions that can happen to a station: coming in, loading up, and exiting. Now this version provides all 3 actions at once. There can be 1 train coming in, 1 being here and loading, and the 3rd one is going out and exiting from the station. You can build the 4 platform version, although if you do it like this looks a little bit cringe. I don't really like it, but nonetheless works. So what you can do is do it on one side like so, and do it on the other side, let's say like this. You put the signals there, and so this is the 4 platform version basically. There is a 5 platform version I used to use, and you can use it in the middle, and this is a tiny bit different. I will explain in a moment. Just let me build it first, right? So this is basically a mirror image, and signals there, signals there. So basically you could have it like this one, but I find that when the trains moving in a station, at the last bit of the station, they start to slow down, and if you have an extra bit here, then they will not blocking the other trains to entering fast enough. So let's say it goes into this one, and it's here and going in, and it's almost here. But if I have this connection, get away. So if I have this version, then here the end of the train is gonna slow down, and thus will hold up the rest of it. If you have this version, then the slowdown will happen on this segment, and thus they will not block each other. So this is the 5 version, and the 6 version is double up the 3 platform version. That's it. Can I ask if there is a station how to do it if 2 are going out and 1 is coming in? So you mean that the exiting trains need to go in 2 different directions, right? Do I understand it correctly? Brilliant. Okay, so in this version, when we talk about Roro, this is you after the exit you leave a train length, and then you split the line for the exit, and the trains can decide where they want to go. And I don't believe that one line is exiting, because it means that one train is going from here and the other trains is coming from here, but it doesn't really matter. Let's build something real quick, okay? And wait a second. Oh yeah. So here's the deal. I need to go to my usual break, and after that I swear we're gonna build some small example networks, and then we can discuss how to do different things, right? So break time and be right back. I'm trying to be hurry, right? Okay, I'm back, and I had a better idea. Why don't we just load up an existing game so we don't have to build anything and I can explain stuff. Wait, I do have old saves, yes. This one. Oops, what was it? This is the chilling map, so load game, and yeah, let's see this one. What is it missing? Yeah, sure. Oh wait, no. Let's go back some simpler. Is there something I don't? Okay, download this and load. It was number 7, yeah, maybe. Okay, so let's look around what I have done here, right? I don't need these messages, thank you. So, as you can see, this is our core platform, row. And as I said, I need to be the long side here and the long side on the other end, so they stay in sync. But now I have some jams all over the place. This is another version. This is a tiny bit less efficient, but it doesn't really matter. Trains backing up anyway. You see, I have a really big signal gap here. That's absolutely not good for throughput. That's why I said to stick to 2 gaps. Technically, you can do 1. But in my opinion, this looks really silly. I have a back and forth train setup for goods. Every city station had 3 lines where each individual station can connect to the next city. So the station 1 platform is connected to 2 station platforms. So like around 5 stations. I a little bit lost the track here. What are we talking about? But you see, this is a pretty bad example. This station takes the iron ore, and they're coming from 2 different ways. One is coming from here with these iron ores, and the other one is come from this one and this one and this one, and they all need to come in and they all need to exit in each direction. So this is all the way here and this is all the way, so everybody can exit everywhere and also enter to every platform. However, this is a little bit inefficient. I actually should divide them on, so these 3 for that trains and these 3 for these trains, purely because this will be a little bit more efficient. So let's see what I can do. Settings, pause, all action allowed. Okay, so let's try to do something about this, right? So we don't need all that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna try that too, okay? Just first, let me remove this and show you how to fix it properly. So this way it's gonna be a much easier time for them. Okay, signal, and this side is fixed. signal is there, and so now they can do this. Okay, let's see what if I understand it correctly. So you said you have a 3-platform station and we have one entrance like so, and you need to exit into 2 ways. I would do something like this. So this is exit number 1, this is exit number 2, and they can decide which way they can go. Something like this. If that was your question. So they can come in here and then go left or right. So this is somewhat a basic setup for this. What do you mean no merging? So if two types of train, yeah, but so yeah, but I don't really understand the problem. If you have 2 exit direction, as you said, one this way, one this way, somehow you need to sort them out. I mean, these guys have to go somewhere, and they either go this way, make another 3-platform station. Alright, no biggie. Something like this. Just make sure this is 7 long, not like me. Let's say like so, and then and make them again and separate 3 plus another city. Oh, so you have 2 exit lines into 2 different cities, right? And they have both 3 platforms. Yes, and can you drop a screenshot on the Discord so I can see what you mean, and then we can solve your problem? It's on my Twitch profile page. At least should be there, right? Yeah, sure. In the meantime, I'm gonna talk about a little bit more advanced thing. So imagine you came across a situation where you have to bridge over something. Now, as you can see, you cannot have signals on the bridges. So if the flow is really strong and big, train's gonna wait here until this bridge is freed up. So what you can do is have another bridge there. By the way, doing the same bridge without pop-up is just go to B as a bridge, hold Control and build the bridge, and it will automatically do the same for you. So here you can do is have a split for the two bridges, and after them have a merge and signal on the end of the bridges and continue. And so this way two at the same time can use these sections, because once train left this part, the other can use that way. Okay, let me see that picture. Okay, so there is 1 and 2. So you mean 2 stations right after each other, right? So if I see it right, this is how your setup is, and you want these to be connected in a continuous way, right? So this is how I see your picture. Now it's tricky. It depends on the situation. Usually when you have two going stations, the rule number 1 is you pick the, let me put back the original, right, as the game uses. So this is the one that we use all the time, and this is the one that we rarely use. Now this is the rare occasion when you can yes, you can. This is the rare occasion when you use these signals right at the end of the station in a way that they always facing toward the station. Same here. And when you have this set it up, then you can do anything else you want. So basically this is a standard solution with a relatively low throughput, and so then it continues wherever it has to go. Same here. This is one-way path signal. Wait, huh? Yeah, here. Okay, so this is this is a really simple solution to the problem, and this setup is gonna work. Now if you want something different, that let's say some of the trains don't have to stop on this setup, then you can do something along like you push back this and do this and also do this. So basically you make a bypass lane. Like so. and same here. And you can use, if you want to make it one way, you can just add signals on it. If you want to make it two ways, then on both of the ends you can have a single simple path signal, and then the trains can use it in both ways. Yes, give me a moment to find it. Oh, wait, first I need to download. Where is the upload download? Perfect. Smart man. Okay, I believe it is downloaded, and now we can go pattern, one more up, download smaller game. No, not save game, load game. Sorry. Okay, and load. Wow, okay. Okay, so let's fix this over here, shall we? Alright, let's start from this simple end. This is a one-liner, which is yeah. So first of all, breakdance. We don't want breakdance. Fix number one. Number two, I don't see path signals there. You need on these path signals on both ends, and you don't need them there, but you need it there, right? It didn't went all the way because of the, yeah, it's fine, don't mind it. Wait, let me actually turn off now the stations, the labels, because this is quite annoying. Hi Cyber. We did a lot of extensive tutorials, and now we are fixing Me2's save that he sent me just a moment ago. Okay, so identified problem number one. We can allow everything. So how long is this train? 5. So this should be at least 3. That's good. We don't need a crossing here. Depot. The best way to put the depot is, now you don't have an extra space here to go by, so this is the best solution. You can, no, it's perfectly fine, don't you worry. You put a depot there and add this extra bit of signal so they can reach it. Now put back the signals there and there, so it goes until here. I don't really know what is this. I don't understand. Excuse me. Yes, indeed. It's like 30k around. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. Except the. Let me just turn it off regardless. Okay, so we can see what's happening here. Now this is a good example. Here's the factory. It is coming in. I don't know what's that for. Why is that a station? What does that do? You pick up the steel here, I would guess. Yes, exactly. So you had here an iron ore mine, but that's no longer the case, and it is stopped. We can totally sell this. So now nobody using the station, so we can get rid of that. Wait a second, it's I should have electrified rail, right? So what's happening here? Do you get iron from anywhere? I don't see iron ore mine. There is one over here. And this is transported. That's good. Are you the one that transporting it? No. What other station? Okay, let's look for iron ore trains. Okay, I find it, and it is stopped. Okay, so that was an iron ore station, that's fine. But why is this stopped? And why is it throughput? Wait, are you iron ore? Oh yes, indeed, and you are going to here. Okay, so oh please, let's see if he can reach that. So coming through this one from here. Okay, so we need to sort this out. Basically, I need this here and simple path signals over there. Now then, this is not gonna work because of the 90 degree. So we can save this by like that. And so now we can have a signal here, that's fine. Maybe we can have one there just in case. And so people can go through this. Now why do you need this line? What does that do for you? Wood trains over here and they going there, I assume. So yep, I guess we can get rid of this part, but not all of them. Wait a second. It takes a while to understand what exactly happening, but we can figure this out, right? So why do you have here one line? Because then nobody else can use this. There is oil and whatnot, and there is only one train on it which is not working. So what is your orders? You full load there, I understand, and drop it here, but there is nothing to drop oil for. There is one oil refinery and there is another one, but nowhere near this. So we need 1x5 long station to drop the oil. Oh, there was an oil refinery. Okay, no problem. You can change it. You can say full load here and go there, right? And you can let it go. Now, what is the source of oil? They are transporting, I would guess. If we check the orders, unloaded, leave empty, correct. Okay, so now you're coming on this line and you don't need this, so we don't need that, so we can redo everything, because now this can be a terminus station and it makes our life easier. Actually, we can have a tunnel there and you will see how practical this is. Something like this. Okay, well, what happened? I clicked in the window, that's what happened. Okay, and we can join in here with the correct track later for the forest, because the forest is pretty good and we need to drop it many times. Alright, so why do we have here basically for no reason? Okay, so you need to join to the exit line here. This doesn't need to be there. Signal there, signal there. Perfect. Remove this and that and extend all the way. Extend all the way. 2 trains we're using. Fine. We're gonna fix it right now. Don't you worry for a moment. So you need this bridge to be there. That's fine. Okay, that's way too long. This is enough for this side. Depot, we don't need it there. And we can... No problem. Just we want to simplify things because the 3-lane is not really working in this sense, especially that it's not really defined which direction is which direction, and that's why we can simplify it. So we can get rid of the middle one. And sure, where do I do that? It's fine actually. Okay, so we have this defined, we have that defined, and now we can give back the depot in the middle, right? So you have depot on both sides. Yeah, so no, but that's actually pretty fine. So I can teach you how to do it right and how to not mess up next time, and it will be happy camper time. We need to clone this train. What do you mean? Oh, there is a little problem. Let me see the settings. Oh, if I could type. Okay, so maybe now we have trains. No, and that's a problem. Why? Interesting. So how do you make new trains if they are not available? Oh, there is this. You actually don't need this here. They can be the same station even though they are far apart from each other. Yeah, but replace with what? I have no available. Oh, now I have. So do I have it here? No. Convert. Now I have. Okay. So new train, forests, wood tracks, up to 5, and now we can hold the go to and click on the existing train, and then it have the shared orders we are required to have. Okay, so now they will come to the station and unload. So let's continue our journey. What is... Oh yeah, we never finished the oil business here, right? you bridge over this. And have a connection over there. So you use the one-way path signal and another one over here. So even if only one train using this line, you can go there without a problem. Actually, if I'm thinking about, this would be a lot better to avoid the station altogether. So this is going to help. Now, what else is coming into this station? Coal. Does it accept coal? No. So what does that line do? Does it go further somewhere? You don't accept coal. So where does it go? Okay, so this is a deadline at the moment. So we can get rid of this, right? No, I want to delete. And the iron from here comes over this way. Great, that's good news. Delete this, that. Okay, we can sell this one and use this like so. Then we can make the X. That's good enough. Like so. Remove the signals. Connect back the signals, and voila! This is a functioning line, and you can transport the iron ore. Show. No, I wanted to show hidden. Why there is nothing else? So never mind. So you do the same. Wait, what? Are you missing orders? No. I misclicked then. So I want you to do the same, right? And get some iron ore hopper and go on your way. So now we fixed this station for the wood, we fixed this for the oil, we fixed the iron ore, and not much left. You take the steel from there to the factory. Okay. So here is another deal that you should be aware. First of all, that's not needed. Okay, we can do the crossing here. And double line. So this is wacky orders. So you want to go to, hold control, click on the station, and then click on another station. And you want to double up always the lines. Alright, so even though you have a single platform, you don't need this one. So the trains come in here, go to the station and exit this way. Even though you have one platform to do that, it's fine, but they can use the double lines. Now, one more thing. We need to clone this train. We can't, obviously. Why would be? Because station ratings, I haven't talked about it yet, but those are quite important, right? So now this is fixed. What is that for? I don't want to know, right? It looks wacky a little bit. Now there is one more things here, and that's the goods. So there is a farm somewhere, I speculate. Yeah, pretty good farm, a little bit low ratings, and that's the only farm you do. So if you do farm and you make the mistake that not separate the station, at least you separated the trains. Very good, very good. That's one positive side of the story. Now, where do you take the goods? I guess I can find out. No, I can't. Oh my god, what are these? You go all the way and with the goods. I don't understand that. Yep, it is. So you can deliver it in multiple places, but then you have to define it. So let's say what is, okay, this is an empty train, so you set control in there, full load, fine. You want to go here, okay, but you see I have, or actually the game have non-stop order as default, at least for now. So they will go there without stopping anywhere else. If you want to deliver the goods, let's say here, then you can remove this order and say go to there, and it will go there without stopping on the other stations you have. Because I suspect this is a quite big passenger network you have there, so that's all. And this is also doing good. So I guess it would make sense that you bring the goods here, and you bring the goods from this station to this and this place, right? So that's all good. Now this is not right. You don't need the third line here. This is absolutely unnecessary. Actually, we can get rid of this, because 2 is absolutely enough if you have a defined way to do it. Now let me show you what I mean by that. Bridge here and upgrade this one. So remove the signals altogether. That's fine until you reach this point. Okay. So this way each can reach each, except I made a mistake here. First I need, I need one more space. So what I can do is push the station one further out and remove this side, and so I have my signal space, and then I can do what I was originally doing, right? and then we change back to the normal signals, and we have a line that is fairly okay-ish. Okay, this one you can put it here, and otherwise it's working fine. You need to exit from there, and that's fixed. Now, interestingly, you did a pretty good job over this side, besides the wacky signals, and otherwise this is absolutely not needed. The bridge is worth to upgrade it. This is also not needed, but you have simple double lines here. I see you have tried a few things over the course of time, it's no doubt. Yeah, I don't need these guys. And you are going or arriving? You're leaving. Okay, then leave. Okay, so you don't need the signals over there. So this is a little bit a sharp turn. I would change it to this and up the land here, so you have a clear way to do that nicely. And signals there, oopsie, I mean the normal signals there. And this is the exit line as it should be, and now they can reach all three platforms nicely, and good things all the way. Yeah, so if you want depots and breakdowns, first of all, why? Second, you need to build them outside of your tracks, like so, and on both sides actually. I don't see a clear way unless you don't know why. If you don't know why, then please don't use them. So I would say here you can have a depot section if it's really necessary, like this. And it's not the most efficient, but it's gonna work at a degree. Right, now this is fixed. Sadly I cannot clone this. I maybe can replace these, right, and then upgrade with this button, and then clone a few more times. So now it's gonna work properly, right? And I guess we are now fixed most of the things. I haven't looked at your passenger trains just yet. Oh yes, I need to get rid of this and use these guys. So if you use that, you don't need that, and something like that. And if you are unsure what you're gonna use, then just do that. Oh, there is a depot, right? So this signals doesn't really help, in my opinion. Breakdowns are controversial in the community, but play with them if you like challenge, but don't if you get into super complicated networks. It really messes up things. Indeed it does. It's not, I wouldn't say it's controversial, I would say it's a dividing factor in some people's life, right? But if you, I would say you're better off if you don't have a specific reason to have them, so you're better off not having them. And later, when you have more experience, what's your, and then you can do whatever. Okay, so you bring it there from this point on. I don't see a reason why to have this time you can come in and then remove the rest of it. And here we are good to change back. Yes, something like this will work. Now they don't return on the same track. Let's see the good trains. How do they operate? They are waiting for to be full loaded. So let's keep an eye on this guy, right? So he comes into the station, oopsie, and delivers the goods. Okay, and returning as intended. So I say now they are working pretty nicely. There is one more thing, that this is a little bit sharp turn. You can just do that. Right? There is no reason to have an extra kink in the line. Hey, Mr. Cool. Immense the crossing at the farm line. The farm line is doing pretty okay, except it needs more train, or I missed something. Oh, they go into the depot? Why? Why would you do that? And then... yeah, I see. So this will help them. They need to go to the end station. Okay, so in this case you can delete this order and say go to, and I guess this is your end station, so just tell them to go there and done. So now they are coming out of this. We can get rid of these depots, we don't need them at all. And Mr. Cool, thank you, nice eyes, I missed that. But this is actually working perfectly fine, just like the usual X. It's just shifted with 45°. Okay, this is loading. So let's see if they can reach that station. They coming through here. What's that? They coming through here. We can remove these guys and that one, because we need a simple. So I could fix these lines as well. I don't really feel inclined to do that. Actually, this is working somehow, somewhat. But we don't need this. Why do you go a lot of... oh, because you don't have the non-stop. So let's change you non-stop, and this will help your thing, I hope. And also you don't need more, and we don't need that either. The less crossing the better. Also we can chop down these sharp corners and it will be a little bit better, like so. Implicit is if you pick up a station on your route when you are not told to go there. You see, so he reaches this station and then he wants to go there, and in the meantime he reached 3 other stations that he doesn't want to. These can be basically deleted. It will come back if you don't fix the route, or you can tell them to go to non-stop, and then he will not pick up implicit orders because he will just simply ignore it, right? Okay, so now I guess this is the good strain we have, and it is delivered. And you see he doesn't pick up implicit orders because I told them to go non-stop. So this is working now. Oil is, I believe, picked up, but no, he has some problems. So let's inspect. What's your problem? Oh, missing a... Oh, I forgot to fix that. Okay, I remember. You have the money and power, so just come by this. You can bridge over this and that, and have a simple signal here. So what it will do, it can use this track in both ways to come. So let me show you. Turn back. Right? He will use this line because he is the only one. I forget to connect the station somewhat. No, I did. Okay. So he can use this line on this way. He will go straight. Now from this point on he is alone again, on his own. He will drop the goods or the oil to the station, and he will return using this line through the station, and here he will switch here. Oh, I need to remove this signal. He will come here and return back on that one. We can see that in action. Goes through, come here and comes up there. And if the train, another train, a wood train coming from here, then he will wait on this section to pass by. Right? So it works nicely. And now he can do the job quite well. Yeah, so here we have a little problem. You wanna go back that way? That's inconvenient. Let me fix you real quick. Okay. Now this might look a little awkward. Yeah, but now it's fixed, so it will probably not happen anymore. So I don't see a reason. There is not too many trains, so I don't see a reason why to have 3 platforms. Having 2 platforms with an X it's perfectly reasonable and fine for that size. Now, taking away that passengers, it's a different story. Once the train is stuck on the bridge, I have a lot of bridge, so... Oh, I see. Yes, because you have way too few signals. That's why we can extend these, and then everybody will move. Because they are waiting for the next signal to go away. What's happening here? Oh yeah. Okay, I see the problem. We need to change that backwards and then have the cross. Oh, wait. This is not the signal we are looking for. Now this is, okay. So now it will work. So if you don't have signals on the tracks, the trains will separate each other out. Like between this and this, on every track there can be one train. Because that's not how you do it. Oh, you might actually use this as a bus stop. That's a little inconvenient. But yeah, basically you want to do that. And that. And signals there. And then you don't need this. And you can add the signals there. Remove these old combo signals and add back the normal signals, and then we are good to go, right? So basically that's what I consider fixing the network. Now everything is loading up and moving, and yes, we could see like this is a 90-degree turn here, which is really bad. We don't do that. Now that it's out of the way, you can simplify your tracks like so, and this helps with the flow, right? Yeah, you can do that even here. Now here you can do that, because if you do it here, then you get a new 90-degree turns. So you have to watch out for that. But I would say what we have done in the test game in general, you can do the simple path signals over here, X, and then the normal one-way path signals on the other side, and this will get you through almost anything on this size of the map or similar. If you go around 1000 by 1000, then these might not be enough. And generally the two-way stations are not really good. It's 100% better if you don't have this and you have it as just a terminus station. It's or a RoRo. That could also work. And thank you for the follow. So you can do this, right? So you don't need these signals here, and you can use it as a RORO. That works also. Okay, so I guess that's that. Let me see on my notes. We talk about local authorities and trees. We talked about boats, roads, planes, hotkeys. We have hotkeys. So hotkeys is basically the bread and butter of everything. At least I love them with passion. So the most important one, A, is for the auto tool, for short, and that's what you can build tracks with in each direction. Auto tool is about such that you can zoom into one tile. So we are focusing on this tile, and you can direct this in each way, depending on where in the tile you're doing it. So come to this corner and it will do it on this diagonal. Come to that corner and it will put you on the other diagonal. Come to the middle on top ends and it will do a straight. And basically not much else to say about it. It's the best way. Now control is the second best key in the game. There is so many things with control you can do. First of all, if you have auto tool, hold control and it will remove everything. Second, S for signals. You place down a signal, hold control, drag, and it will place it. However, if you control, then it will nothing happen. For that you need to use the R key. I'm sending the goods to the station, but what is the use of doing that? I mean, you send the goods to the station to get paid. Or what do you think about? You are sending the goods and we need a lot more, seems like. So just find the goods trains. But okay, you can okay, here's another trick. If you have a load, you can start this train while paused, select all and then stop it and then clone the required amount and then start them. The city is growing regardless. Yes, but you get paid for the goods, and if you cargo payment rates, you're looking at this, goods are pretty high on the list, actually the second highest, and you're no way to traveling more than 40 days, so this is the second highest paying cargo. You deliver it to do something with it, basically. So this is kind of a sandbox game, and you have to find your own ideas, what you want to achieve in the game. I will maybe talk about this, but for now back to the hotkeys. So if we have A to draw lines, we have control to remove the lines, we have S for signals, we have R to remove the signals, and it also works backwards. So if you hold control while pressed the R, you can remove all the signals you placed, so it's easy to fix them. B is for bridge, and if you hold control it will do the same bridge, except when it can't, then you get the pop-up. Yes, you can use R to remove, but tell me what is easier, to draw a line, hold Control and remove, or draw a line, press R, find it on the keyboard, and then you have to press again to get back your A. While doing this and Control, you see, it's faster, in my opinion. So B is for the now other useful is 7 for the depot, but there is no rotation yet, so you have to manually rotate on the selecting screen. 9 is for the station, so you see my mouse is here and I press 9 and it will pop up. You can manually select the orientation and then drag and drop whatever you want. So A as D. D is for the demolition or bump, and you can bump two-way. First is the straightforward usual way, and if you hold Control you get the diagonal option to bump. So you can actually bump a patch of diagonal tracks like this. What else? So about the landscaping toolbar. This is quite convenient because they are just about ASD as Q, W and E. So Q and E is up and down, and E as equalizer, it will do that. By the way, U is for the purchasing land tool, this one. And looks like E is, or the big I is for the trees. I didn't know that. However, it doesn't come up by default. You have to activate the landscaping first and then press I, and it still not will give you the tools, just the screen for it. How to level the land and create a pier. I don't know what's the pier. I have a rough idea, but you use the E key for the equalizer, and depending on which level you drag, that it will level to that level. But I mean, you can do it here like so, and let's say there is your pier and you can have a nice dock in the bay, if you will. So you can have this on different levels. Set it up like so. What lake? There is a lake in nearby city. You mean this one? Okay, so there is a different here. Let's grab the know everything tool. This one here, the question mark. This is, it says only water, interesting, and this is river. So even though it looks like a lake, it is a river. So if you want to dock here, you need the up tool, which is the W, and do that, and then you can place a dock on the river. But don't mistake the river with the ocean, or simply called water. Water is which is the ground zero. So this is ground zero, this is level 1, and everything above, but you cannot go under level 0, and this lake is on level 1, so actually you can dig under, you see, but not further. But that's not you can replace it with this one, but that's not actually water. This is river. It's a little bit different. In some GRFs there are ships that use different speeds on open waters and on rivers. Okay, so what I was about to talk about, oh yes, hotkeys. So B is for the bridge, as we established. Nothing especially on this menu. I guess that's the most hotkeys I use. So let's go through about this. If you hold it down, here you can do a viewport, cargo flow legend. If you enable all, is that, or here? Here. So it can see the darker and redder the lines, the more problems you have on that line with the transportation. Like here, you see, oh, and ratings, we need to talk about ratings. This is the flow legend. Here it says cargo flow legend, and here you can see how you do with different connections. It's especially important when you are playing with cargo distribution on. And green is here are the color codes. You see, this is the best, the light green, and red is the worst. So you have mostly dark green, which is okay-ish. And you cannot simply get rid of it. Just go back to cargo flow, and here says none, and then it will remove. And also during the map is sign list. If you have signs, here is a list that you can find them. That's especially it's helpful in multiplayer. Like as we did yesterday with Cyber, that here's the sign at the landscaping, and first of all, let me show you so you can see. And I was finding not really, I was finding a nice place, and so I made a sign to come here, and he opened the sign list, finded the sign, came here, and he can show what I was talking about. So it's let's say communication tools or whatnot. So that's that. Yeah, that was the last one on this. So basically all of that is somewhat important. In town directory there is not much to do. Subsidies, I haven't done any subsidies in 20 years, I guess. This is very important, the station ledger. You can identify problems with using this. Mostly here you can select which type of transportation you want to select. Here you can specify individual cargoes that we are talking about. So for mostly for ships and for all ships, trains. And then you can from this menu select available and then press the sort button, and it will sort upwards the station with the most available cargo. If you zoom in and go there, then you see this is the station, and you can see clearly excuse me, there is clearly problems with the passenger and mail transportation, and so you can come here and fix it. Also you can see there is a lot of train waiting to pick up. I added the trains beforehand, So we can now just use this, and the cargo is gone and everything is by the books. So if you can see, the goods station is gone from the list and somewhere here in the nothing category. So this is quite useful, I find. There is just piling up the oil, so you should double up this line actually and give more trains on it in the long run. And thank you. So this is quite a useful tool, I think. You need it twice. Once when you pick up the loan, and second time when you repay the loan, and then forget about it, unless you want to know some specific things. And also you have here in this button an infrastructure breakdowns. So you can see how many railway pieces have electrified monorail, maglev, signals, road pieces, how many canals you are paying for, etc., etc., assuming you have in the settings the infrastructure maintenance on. Next one, you haven't built a company HQ. That's a failure. Okay, so this is just a simple summary. What's yes indeed. So okay, so let's talk about ratings, because it comes up in every corner. So station rating. I build a station here and I deliver a call over this station, right? This will not have a station rating because we do nothing with the call. However, on this side, where I load the station, load the call up to the station, we have a rating, which is excellent for now because I fixed the lines, right? Now, what is first of all, what does it mean? It means that this coal mine producing 99 tons of coal each month, and you get 76% of it because this is your station rating. To get the maximum, you need to do better. And we will now break down what are these better things. I don't need no company HQ. I am a ghost company that makes millions. Okay. So maybe I'm not the best person to explain this, but the station ratings are the most important things. First of all, there is always at least one vehicle in the station and loading up the cargo all the time. And if it's full, then it is replaced by another one, like here. This part is good. Second part is the vehicle speed. So this train can go 177 kilometers per hour, which is not bad, but far from the 400 that the maglev can do. And the vehicle speed is influencing the station rating. The second or third part is the age of the vehicle, and the newer the better, obviously. So this is quite old, it should be replaced. Yes. Give me a moment to finish this. And other factors is, do you have a statue in the corresponding town? So this belongs to Carthatan, which is, I guess, this one. Local authority, and build a statue of company owner. Do it. This will boost your station rating at least 10%, or not at least, around 10%, plus minus a few decimal. So this will flatly increase your station rating on every industry that is regarded to this city, no matter what. And so the loading, the vehicle age and speed, the station, the statue, and I feel like there was one more, but these are the most important things to consider. Okay, so this looks like a lot better now. So how do you convert from 1 to A to B? Okay, so you tell them 1 by Y to go to depot, or you use this button to see all the trains related to the station, manage list and send to depot. Now I can't because I already sent them 1 by Y. Or you can do with orders, like you see, full load in the station, go there and unload the cargo, and then you can tell them to go to depot and instead of service, stop. These are all possible ways to do it. So now we can send them to the depot and get rid of them. Go to maglev, press the shortcut C to convert, and convert every single tile of this to monorail, maglev, or what we do. Now here you buy new vehicles, doesn't matter which one you choose, buy 5, make a new order, go there, clone, hold Control and press the double train button, so this will automatically clone the orders. If you see, these have identical orders, and this is important. Here said end of shared orders. So if you want to take out one train from this group, you can share. I can speak swear. You can tell them to stop sharing, and otherwise you can just delete the orders. Oops, and redo them. No, I meant. Oh, come on, where is my... I don't see. And you can hold Control and copy over, and you have the same orders. So if I were to say put on this train to go to there, it appears over here as well. If I delete from here... Oh, what happened? It should have been... Oh, I messed up. I can't see nothing, so let's try again. By the way, on this menu, G is for the go to, hold Control on the station, as I was mentioning it before. Simple there. D is for skipping the order, and F to delete the order. And yes, so you can let them go. And this is upgraded to... What are you doing? Oh, I messed around with the D key and he went rogue. Okay, but so this is the way to upgrade this lines. Now if you have a big network and you have to upgrade a lot of things, it's easier to add a new GRF, like something like Unirail. I swear I should have this, but never mind. There is a lot of, I mean, Pur will do that as well. Universal rail type add, apply, and so now you have an universal rail. You can just convert everything to universal rail, and then you can run monolayers and maglevs on the universal rail type. So this is GRFs are basically mods. They are basically like the mods, just they are called GRFs. If you go to the settings menu, hold the key down. Here is, you see, new GRF settings, and here you can add and remove. Usually in the normal freshly downloaded game, oh yes, there is a lot. You can't add and take away mods during the game, just before the game, but there is one line in the settings, you can change it and then you can modify it during the game as well. Just there is always a chance to crash, right? So now that you have the universal rail added, you can come here, go to the manage list and say I want to replace the SH40s with the Leviathan. I want to replace this one with that, and the Asia Star with Millennium Z1, whatever you want. And then they will go to the depot and replace themselves, and then let's say you said everything go to maglev, and then if you want you can convert back to maglev if you prefer the aesthetics of the maglev over the normal tracks. It's really personal question. Okay, I think I've talked about basically everything I wanted, so I think I will consider it as a complete tutorial session. So thank you everybody for watching. By the way, do you have any other questions before I wrap up? Where to get values? From the banks. Like there is a bank, and here you have values, and you can change it to other banks. Yep, you can see Manfingway Bank, and I bet there is another one somewhere. If not, you can always come to Fund New Industries Bank, click on a double space house, and you can get a new bank there, and you can transport in between them. So I would say practice a lot more of the vanilla settings and then try out new things. Alright, thank you everybody for watching, and see you probably tomorrow. Okay, bye.